Hey.
Yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Thursday.
Yes, it's Thursday, and our guest host Luenell is back. Hey,
I'm back.
What's happening, Luenell? Good morning.
It's all good. Good morning, fellas. Good morning, everybody.
How's everybody feel? How's everybody's energy?
Luenell got a Harlem, New York City hat on. You was all around Harlem last night. Yeah, yesterday.
No, I wasn't in the streets. I had this.
Oh, yeah, this.
I didn't just go get this.
Oh, you said you wanted soul food yesterday, so you know in New York.
I didn't end up getting that.
You
I
didn't
went
get
to
it?
some bougie place.
Oh,
Where'd you go?
They
No matter of fact, don't shout them out if they bougie.
black
owned?
cool. No, they wasn't black owned.
Okay, don't shout them out.
They was just close to the hotel. Right, I feel you. They were just close to the hotel.
Word.
so how you feeling? You good? I know this is early in the morning.
Yeah, I just had a long day yesterday. You know, after I left here, I went and did the Sherry Shepherd show.
Right.
Salute to Sherry.
Shout out to Sherry. And then after that, I had to go back to the hotel, and we had company, and It was a long night. And then today, after I leave here, I just go back and pick up my bags and go straight to
Texas.
So I just go do the Arlington Improv tonight, 2 shows tomorrow, 2 shows on Saturday, Sunday to Vegas, do Sunday, do Monday,
Jesus.
and then I can go home.
Go ahead, Luenell. Boy,
drop
Luenell
a
getting to the
bomb.
money. You got a show tonight.
I know.
Ooh, it's gonna be a long
I'm not
day for
happy
you.
About that. Yes, I
You got to
know.
take a nap, though. When you get to a certain age, there's a part of the day where you have to at least get 2-3 hours of sleep to be up at night.
I can't make myself go to sleep. I have to fall asleep.
Okay.
But that's where the edibles come in.
There you go. No, for real. That indica boy. I'm with you. You ain't got to tell me.
Not for a
Plain.
nap, though.
You out your damn mind.
For a nap.
5 milligrams have you sleeping for
I
a nice
sleep on the
2-3
plane
hours.
for sure. Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's
See,
a
I'm a
good
napper.
ride.
I don't see. I can make myself go to sleep. I can
I
just
can't
close my
make
eyes and go.
myself, but I can fall asleep.
You know how I make myself go to sleep and take a nap during the day? You have to disconnect.
Yeah.
You got to put your phone away. You got to tell your wife, hey, I'm going to be in the room. I'm going out for about an hour or 2. And you got to just lay on that couch in that room and just go.
Yeah.
But I can't
That's
sleep
it.
in silence because I can't turn my mind off. I have to turn on some like low Jill Scott or low Kim. You know, something low
Yeah.
and soothing.
nah.
You got to try meditation, Luenell. You got to try meditation.
I can't turn my mind off to meditate.
I promise you, I used to think the same thing. Get you hooked up with some meditation. Get you the Calm app or something.
I can turn my mind. Lord, I can
I
go.
got
I
the
go in the back
Calm
into the
app.
net right now.
Your mind's not even on.
I got to
It's not. I can
Stop.
turn my mind on any.
It's
given
not
time.
really on. I'm gonna
It's
be honest
always
with you.
on.
It's really not.
It is.
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 But we have a big announcement today, man.
Yes, we do.
We have a big announcement.
Oh my God, I'm here for the big announcement.
You're
Yes,
here
you
for the
are.
big announcement. It's gonna be. I want to do it. We should do it after Donkey today.
After Donkey.
After Donkey, because I want to open up the
I don't know
phone
if we
lines
can
after
go
we do it.
after Donkey.
Why can't we do it after Donkey?
I think it goes out before Donkey.
Nah, we should do it before Donkey.
I think it's already in motion.
Nah, for our listeners, we should do it after Donkey.
Okay.
And it's a big black announcement too. It might be the biggest, blackest announcement in the history of the Breakfast
Oh, well,
Club.
it definitely need to be done when I'm here.
It's big and it's black. Okay?
Jesus.
Yes.
Scaring
And
some
you know, if
people.
I say it's black.
You are scaring some people.
All the people that are scared don't need to be here with us then. All right? All right, how about that? If the word
Here I am
word
back
black
with my-
scares you, I don't want you here with us.
Back with my parents in this dysfunctional marriage that you two guys got.
All right. Well, DJ Drama will be joining us. DJ
Yes.
Drama got an album that comes out this Friday. The name of the album is I'm Really Like That. So we're going to be kicking it with Drama. And then we got front page news next. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, Luenell, our guest host, is here. We have Teslin Figaro on the line.
The Hood Whisperer, Teslin Figaro.
What's happening, Breakfast Club family and Queen Luenell?
Yes, ma'am.
And for all you baseball fans, today is opening day. So I know there's a lot of people that's excited about opening day. I know the Yankees play today. I know the Mets play away. So shout out to all the baseball
players
fans.
back on
LA Dodgers girl myself,
You
of
are?
course.
The players back on steroids yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll watch when they get back on steroids.
No.
That's when the league is good.
Man.
Now, Tez, I asked you yesterday about the assault rifle ban. I think it happened in 2004. You said you would have some updates for us today.
Yes, I did. You asked that question, DJ Envy, and I wanted to go back and dig a little bit more into it to make sure that we're giving our listeners accurate information. So the timing of answering that question is right on time, because actually yesterday Representative Jamal Bowman and Representative Thomas Macy got into a shouting match over gun violence. So before I get into answering your question, let's listen to their exchange.
Freaking cowards. They're gutless. They're not here. I'm talking about gun violence.
School that allows teachers to carry.
Carry guns? You think more guns lead to more death? Look at the data. You're carrying the water for the gun lobby. 9-year-old children. The solution is not arming teachers. Have you ever worked in a school? Have you ever worked in a school? Have you ever worked in a school? I worked in the school for 20 years. I was a team. I was screaming before you came and interrupted me. Tram, he can't even answer a yes or no question. Answer. Why would they pass legislation? Why? Answer the question. Ask him right now. Make him answer.
Dropping a clues bomb for Congressman Bowman. Congressman Bowman is acting how I wanted President Biden to act. Show some passion. Get angry. Call out the Republicans who are in bed with these gun lobbyists. That's what I wanted President Biden to do.
He ain't got that much energy.
Yeah, he absolutely went nuck if you buck. So, to give some more insight on the gun weapons ban that DJ Envy asked about on yesterday, President Bill Clinton signed the Public Safety and Recreational Firearms Use Protection Act. It was commonly called the Federal Assault Weapons Ban, which was a part of the Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act of 1994. Now, the ban was a law for about a decade, expiring in 2004, as DJ Envy mentioned on yesterday, and it included prohibiting the manufacture or sale for civilian use of certain semi-automatic weapons. Now, the act also banned magazines that could accommodate 10 rounds or more. You would also ask Envy if it reduced any of the crime, and the answer for that has been debated, but the National Institute of Justice indicated that there was a drop by 17% in at least 6 cities of gun crimes involving automatic weapons. And it's also important to note that this, when they came up with this policy, it was a result of a mass school shooting in 1989 in Stockton, California. And so once that shooting happened, 5 children were murdered, 28 were injured, and the shooter at that time was armed with a AKS rifle, a semi-automatic version of the AK-47. So for those that think school shootings just started, that's not the case. And when that happened in 1999, it's what made them do this assault ban. And unfortunately, it just expired, and they were never able to get the votes to put it back into place.
And you know what else does? Congressman Bowman, they were going back and forth. I guess the other guy said that teachers should, be allowed to carry guns, right? And I'm not saying that it should be mandatory for teachers to have to carry guns. What I'm saying is, since clearly no legislation is going to be passed, and since clearly President Biden says he can't do anything without Congress, and those Republican senators aren't going to be moved to do anything because, they're in bed with the gun lobbyists, I'm saying if you're already a gun owner, if you have a gun in your house, if you already carry, if you train, and you want to bring your gun into school as a teacher, you should be able to have that option. That's what I'm saying.
Right. And I'm saying, and just again for clarity, more than one thing can happen at the same time. Right. So again, training, armed guards, I believe, should be at every door and on the outside. There was also a report that having armed guards just on the inside is not enough. You need people on the outside that are actually patrolling, in addition to being trained, like DJ Envy was talking about and you were talking about. And I also support bulletproof windows. And not just because she shot out the shooter shot out the window of the doors coming in. But what people don't understand, as a substitute teacher, they train us to lock the doors, but there's glass on every door. So people could just shoot that window out, put their hand through and unlock the door. So I've always talked about how do we, what about, bulletproof glass? What can be some other things that can happen besides just lock? Because that's really just what the protocol is now, lock the door. But what happens if you shoot through the door?
We're crazy we live in a world like this. But let me ask you a question. How was Bill Clinton able to get that bill passed so fast and get it through Congress? And it seems like in the last 10 years, nobody can.
Because he had the right elected officials in Congress who also agreed with it.
That, and also it was a part of, remember when Democrats were showing they were tough on crime. Now, I could really unpack that. So when it was about tough on crime and, the 94 crime bill, this was an attachment to that they included in that. So the main thing was about locking folks up. And so they were able to, make it an attachment. And they barely got it passed, by the way. We could have a whole segment on that alone, but it was attached to a larger issue, which was tough on crime.
You know what's so crazy? History gonna repeat itself, especially coming up with because next year both parties are gonna be the tough on crime parties. So it's gonna be some type of tough on crime bill that maybe common sense gun reform possibly would be attached to. That I could see maybe them voting that in.
I doubt it, because it's like what you said. The money, they'll be tough on crime, but it won't have to do with these assault weapons.
Nah, it's too much money now.
Unfortunately.
Damn.
Yep. Well, thank you, Tez. We appreciate you. We'll see you next hour.
Bye,
Absolutely.
Tez.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. Phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Be somebody in Congress that loses one of their kids, then what they're going to say.
Man, I think about that all the time. I'm like, yo, do these people have young kids or young grandkids? Like, where do their kids go to school that they not concerned about this issue? You know what I mean? And not even just school, by the way. We're talking about mass shootings. These mass shootings happen all the time, not just in schools. You know what I mean?
Well, even with the gun laws, like it intrigues me with the gun laws because they change so much, and they don't tell people how they change. Like it's very intriguing. Like even when you hear about the certain devices that they sell online that can make a semi-automatic fully automatic, and how that's illegal,
why is that accessible?
but how they can still people can still buy it, or silencers, how people can still buy it, but it's illegal.
Even those ghost
hollow
guns.
point bullets and ghost guns, all those things that people can still purchase and buy and get, but it's supposed to be so illegal. And these things are really affecting our community. Hello, who's this?
It's Tim. How you doing?
What up, Tim? Get it off your chest.
Man, first of all, I want to say it's a pleasure to talk to greatness on the phone. I've been listening to y'all for the last 2 years. Man, it's just wonderful just to hear it expecting different things, different knowledge y'all give people. Man, and what I want to get off my chest is while people here, we just need to make sure we tell them how we feel, no matter what the situation is, because you don't never know when somebody's going to die. There's something going to come up there, and you're not going to get that opportunity to let them know.
You absolutely right.
So while we here, we need to do that. And Charlamagne, man, hey, man, all the knowledge that you give to the people on the radio and DJ Envy, and I miss Angela Yee, man, it's wonderful.
Well, thank you, brother. We appreciate you. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
All right, just get it off your chest. I just want to send a shout out to somebody that helped me out recently. If you're looking for a passport, and I know the passport office sometimes has 3 to 6 month delays and 3 to 6 month wait times. Write down his Instagram. It's Fly FLY 365 Travels. Fly 365 Travels. It's a black-owned company, and this woman was able to get me an appointment within a day. So if you have to go to a passport, maybe your passport expired, maybe you need a passport. Like I said, wait time is 3 to 6 months. So if you need a passport, now I don't have anything to do with this company. I found her, I paid her, and she got my passports immediately. So I just want to shout her out and put my people onto it. Again, it's at Fly365 Travels. All right, if you need a passport, she got it done quickly, and I just want to say thank you to her because. And it wasn't that expensive. Everybody was charging supercalifragilisticexpialidocious money, and she wasn't like that. Black owned, so make sure you go support her if you do need your passport. So I just want to say appreciate to that young lady.
That's very important.
Yeah, very important. She got me through.
Word.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Saint from Nashville.
Hey, what's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
Hey, how y'all doing, man? I just want to say, hey, I'm a big fan of you guys, and just to capitalize on this. The tragedy we had yesterday last week in Nashville. First, I want to say y'all need to focus on these white terrorists and call them for what they are, for hurting these babies out here, man. Like, people need to really just like reiterate on it and think about that every single day, bro. And Good healing energy to everybody. Charles, I'm a big fan. Envy.
Thank you, brother.
Well, you have a good day, man. Good morning.
Peace, King.
Thank you, brother.
I've thought about that too.
What's that?
I was like, it's not just the guns. It's something wrong and broken with these young white boys.
Absolutely.
Because they're the ones that are doing all this. And, I don't know if it's related to the insensitivity that happens with playing these video games and squeezing on guns and blowing people's heads off and seeing them pop back together and not being able to differentiate between reality and fantasy. But something is wrong with these young white boys that they sitting around plotting to go off the schools.
I think it's social media,
It's not even
too.
a different dynamic.
I think it's social media too. I think the fact that a lot of these young boys are hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I think
clearly.
social media is making it worse with bullying.
Right.
It's making it worse. Like you say, remember back in the day, you get bullied or something happened to you. The next day it was over because nobody knew about it. It was just in that little circle. It was just in your school. But now you got millions and thousands
you
and
can
people
get nationally bullied.
Exactly.
Yeah, even though the statistics show that, I'm sure it's a gender thing, but let's keep in mind the person this week was a biological woman, transgender. You know what I mean? So it's just about people who are, but she was in pain. She was hurt. We saw that with the text messages she sent her friend. So yes, there is something wrong with these individuals, but that's why we need more mental health services
She was
in
a
a bunch of
biological
communities.
woman, biological man.
I thought she was
Biological
biological
woman.
Woman?
Yeah,
No.
it's a
I
biological
thought it was a
woman.
man.
Nah,
I
she's a
thought it was a
biological woman.
boy.
Nah,
Transitions into a female.
no, it was a biological woman.
Sure.
Positive.
I would check that.
No, I'm positive.
Okay.
But I would check it. No, I'm not sure about that. I'm still going to run with the broken white boy thing. Because even if this transgender person did this, that's one out of 128 school shootings we've had this year.
No, I agree. I disagree with you that I agree that these people are just broken, period, though. Like when I saw the text message
Not
she
these
sent to her
people,
friend.
young white boys.
Yes, I agree, but I think it's a lot of broken people out here, period.
It is, but the school shooters are young white boys.
Most mass shooters are young white men, yes.
No, all of them.
I don't know if it's all of them.
It is.
But
No, I don't think
large
it was all of them,
majority.
because the other one wasn't one an Asian man in California a couple of months ago.
But did he shoot up a school, though?
No,
but
but it was a
mass-
school.
I'm
no.
talking about the school
Schools.
shooters.
Yeah.
I don't know the statistics. Hello, who's this?
What up? It's Lenny.
Lenny, what's up? Get it off your chest.
Hey, first off, good morning, Charlamagne. Good
Peace,
morning,
Ken.
Envy.
Morning.
Listen, the food service industry is trash. Can't go anywhere and get a decent meal. The lobbies are closed, and they don't want to serve truck drivers. What's up with that?
I didn't know that.
You don't want to serve truck drivers. That's where some of the best food is in truck stops.
Oh, no, man. You go to these fast food restaurants, and then, we're drive-through only. I can't fit in the drive-through. And they won't let you order at the window.
I used to hate that,
makes
when when I was a kid going to school, right? And they used to do that all the time, but I was the same thing. Like, as a kid, we didn't have cars, so there was no drive-through, and they wouldn't let you inside, and we would try to walk around McDonald's back in the day, or walk around White Castle, and they wouldn't let you walk around, but they wouldn't let nobody inside. It was stupid as hell, but I feel for y'all.
Exactly. It sucks, man. It's terrible.
Damn it, man. Well, sorry for you, brother.
It's all good, man. Y'all have a good one.
Wait, but bro, you in your truck now?
Yes, sir.
Come on, blow that horn for me, brother.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Luenell, you ever did that when you were on the highway and you see the truck drivers and you make them blow the
Nell
horn?
definitely blew a trucker before.
I didn't say blow a truck. I was going to make the truck
What?
blow the horn.
What?
I've never blown a trucker except for when I was dating a trucker. And I have had sex in the big rig because they got the sleeper compartment. And I have flashed truckers before, and then they honk their horn like that.
You don't have to flash them, Luenell. You do that because you wanted
don't?
to.
No, you
All
don't
you got to do is do
all you
this.
gotta do is act like you're pulling
Oh,
it
they
on.
told me wrong.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, they told me wrong.
Get it off your chest.
That's what I
800-585-1051.
did. I got it off my chest.
When we come back, Soulja Boy, he apologizes to New Jersey. We'll play it when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our guest host, Luenell, joining us.
Bim, 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 bim.
Now, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Soulja Boy.
Rumor has it, rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty
All right,
patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report
I mean, I guess we on The Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
on The Breakfast Club.
Now, Soulja Boy made a comment about New Jersey. Do we have that comment? The original comment he made?
Suck my y'all ain't gonna never make it out the hood.
Legend.
Y'all gonna die broke.
Legend.
I wouldn't have dinner with y'all A's and fisted hoes anyway. I would not have dinner with no broke ass in New Jersey anyway.
Damn.
I would not have dinner with no crackhead ass looking hoes anyway. Y'all could not be in the same room with me. Y'all gonna die in the hood. Y'all gonna die broke. Y'all ain't gonna never touch $1 million.
All right.
Y'all ain't gonna never
All right,
touch
stop.
30 million.
All right.
First of all, you don't let Pastor Soldier get on that pulpit and then try
Jesus.
to run past the soldier off the pulpit now.
Well, you know, I guess Soulja Boy thought about it. And then called back and he got back on live and wanted to apologize to New Jersey. There's a lot of amazing things in New Jersey. I live in New Jersey. Charlotte lives in New Jersey.
I love Jersey.
So he called back, he went back on live and he apologized to New Jersey, which I think was very honorable.
Honorable.
Live right now to shout out to all my fans in New Jersey. I feel like yesterday I overreacted on the video. I ain't even watched the video. I just seen the caption that was put in and I went live and went off. See, look, I'm trying to be nice. He talking about you banned from New Jersey. Hey, New Jersey, we'll come and blow the That's what I'm saying, man. Suck my all y'all fans, Double XL and No Jumper and World Star,
I don't
SATs
get
and academics and all y'all. I ain't squashing shit. Suck my We don't want to come to New Jersey anyway. Y'all is broke.
Luenell?
I don't particularly care for Mr. Boy.
Mr. Boy.
Mr. Boy.
Why you don't like Young Soulja?
He just, I don't have to like him. He give a damn about me, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But he's just not any kind of example of a artist that I would support or a person.
Yeah.
He's a loose cannon, and it's too much.
Funny thing about him, he's actually a good kid.
I find Soulja Boy highly
he's very
entertaining.
He's a good kid.
And
but
Soulja Boy is very intelligent.
he knows what
Well,
he's
it's
doing.
generational.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Because I wouldn't care if I never heard his name again.
But I want people in New Jersey to use that as more.
Things I
Can't use.
couldn't
That was
say.
one of the words you
Oh.
couldn't use. Yeah.
What?
Okay, they don't have nothing to prove to damn Soulja Boy. Dang it!
Dang it, it's better.
But the funny thing is, like, when I hear that, I really feel like when I first heard No Scrubs by TLC, or when I heard Get Up, Get Out, and Get Something by Outkast, I'm like, I'm going to go make something of myself. I'm not going to let this man
but
prove
this
me
a
right.
whole city. The city
Well,
can't
it's
be
a state.
concerned about
It's a state.
the state.
Yeah.
Right, my bad. The state can't be concerned about what the heck Soulja Boy
No,
think about.
you're absolutely right. But if that did bother you in any way and you from Jersey, just use it as motivation to prove him wrong. That's all.
Absolutely.
No, find Soulja Boy and put your foot in his behind.
I mean,
Now that ain't on the list to not say.
that might happen too.
Yeah, that
You
might.
know?
And then now they're gonna say, Soulja Boy, that fat old lady on Breakfast Club was talking about you.
My goodness.
And did.
Now we got to talk about a sad story.
That was sad too.
Jesus Christ. Now, shout to one of my attorneys. His name is Steve Haddad. He called me about this case a couple of days ago. He's a dope attorney. If you ever need an attorney, anything ever happened to you and you need some protection, some backing, he will make sure that he protects you, backs you, and get you the money that you need.
I got some boys that protect you and back you too.
Legally,
Probably,
I mean.
Oh, well.
Legally.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Go ahead.
Them boys gonna need Steve if you keep sending them on these dummy missions.
Yeah, they're
Lou,
gonna
now.
need Steve. So, Flo Rida, 6-year-old son, is in ICU after falling from a 5-story window.
Oh, that's horrible, man.
Now, what they're saying that happened is when I spoke to him, so I'll say allegedly because I was in and out when he was telling me. The mother of the young boy, her name is Alexis. They live in New Jersey, Jersey City, and the building that they were living in, I guess, she wanted bars on the window because she said her son runs around and he's young and they need bars on the window. So they went to install the bars. I'll say allegedly, because I don't know the full story. They went to install the bars, but the window, let's say, was a 2-foot window, and the bar was only 1 foot. Mm-hmm. So it was still room for the young boy to fall out. Mm-hmm. It was the 5th floor, and the boy fell out the window. Horrible. So the guards weren't put on right. It wasn't the right guards. And thank God that the young boy did not die. He suffered a shattered pelvis, fractures, problems with his liver, internal bleeding, and collapsed lungs. So now
he's alive.
He is alive. Thank God.
Thank you, God.
Usually when you hear that, the child usually doesn't make it. So there was like this grace of God that he fell 5 stories, hit the pavement, and did not die.
Right. with his little young self.
But he's pretty banged up now, so now they are filing a lawsuit with the Jersey City's building management to make sure that this doesn't happen to anybody else out there again.
I mean, that's an easy call if they didn't have the proper measurements in the window, right? If it's supposed to be 2 feet and it was only 1 foot.
I'll say allegedly because this is the story I heard, so I'll just say allegedly.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure the details of the case, but the boy fell out the window, and obviously those guards weren't put on right.
Well, I lived in a studio apartment for many years before I got my house. My daughter lives in the studio now. And when I we didn't have central air in the studio, I like to sleep with the windows open. When I knew my daughter was going to come home from college and live there, I put bars on that building myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I asked them, could I do it? They said yes. So
you hired somebody to do it?
I damn sure did.
Okay.
Because the Night Stalker that used to be in L.A. used to just slit the screen and come in and rape you. And I knew my daughter was going to be in there, and I couldn't wait for the building to do it. So I put the bars on the 3 windows myself.
Yikes. What is the Night Stalker? I never heard that story.
Yes, you have, John. He was a serial killer.
In L.A.?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
I never heard of it.
Oh, well, I guess it's regional.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, that's what happened. So, not to say that that's what they should do, but you could have done that. You could put them on there yourself.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting for...
Surprised that, a building like that didn't follow the right protocol to make sure that child was safe, or any children was safe,
I just pray that young man has a speedy recovery.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely sending them healing energy, and I hope that, they get compensated.
Absolutely.
And then
if the building did do something wrong.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute now. So you said, okay, if this is Flo Rida's baby mama, and she probably living in a nice building,
I would assume.
Well, what they need bars for anyway?
For the kid to fall out.
Well, you gonna put bars on every building?
Well, it is Jersey. Do you need me to play Soulja Boy again?
Well, it's not that type of bars. It's not the bars, protection bars. It's the thing that they put on the window so the kid can't fall out. It's not protection bars. They didn't
I didn't know that. I thought you were talking about protection bars.
I only know about one kind of bars.
It's not protection bars. But in the hood, they put the protection bars.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
That's all I know about.
No. In apartment buildings, they put these things in the windows so the kids can't fall out. So I used to stay at my grandmother's house in Star City, and they would put these things so you can't push out, so the kids can't lean on it and fall out. The kids can't open the window and fall out.
Got you.
So there's these like children protection bars that they put on these buildings to protect the kids from falling out.
All I know is how to keep a fool out your...
No, not that type. Not those. It's a fifth story. Nobody gonna climb up 5 stories to get in the building.
You'd be surprised.
Surprised.
He's Spider-Man.
Especially if there's fire escape.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. When we come back, we got front page news, and DJ Drama will be joining us next hour. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Check out the new movie Spinning Gold. The true story behind Casablanca Records, the most successful independent record label ever that gave us artists like Gladys Knight, Bill Withers, and Kiss. It's the greatest story never told with an unbelievable soundtrack. See it in theaters, Spinning Gold, March 31st. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We have our special guest host, Luenell, with us today. And it's time for some front page news. Good morning, Tess.
Good morning, Breakfast Club family, and Queen Luenell in the building.
Good morning, team.
Now, let's jump right into it. What's going on with these LA undercover police officers now? It seems like their names were posted online and pictures or something like that?
Yes, I've been wanting to talk about this for a couple of days because I want to know where the Breakfast Club family, how they feel about this. So the Los Angeles police chief and the department's constitutional policing director are under investigation after the names and photographs of undercover officers were released to a watchdog group that posted them online. Now, the watchdog group Stop LAPD Spying Coalition posted more than 9,300 officers' information and photographs last Friday in a searchable online database. Now, the coalition believes that the database should be used for counter surveillance. They say that you should use it to identify officers who are causing harm in your community. And they went further to say that police have vast information about all of us at their fingertips, but yet they move in secrecy. Now, the problem with the release is that it also included undercover officers. So the LAPD chief, Michael Moore, offered his deep apologies to the undercover officers because they were not given advance notice of the disclosure. So I wanted the family to tap in on the comments and let me know, do you think we should have police under counter surveillance? What do you guys think?
Yes, 100%.
Heck yeah.
But I mean,
even the undercover officers?
Yeah, yes. But I don't know what it's going to do because, I mean, you have police officers wearing body cameras now, and they still, violate people. Yeah, they turn them off. So I mean, like, what is that going to do just because they're under surveillance?
We need more snitches.
No,
in the police
I do feel. I mean, I think you have to be careful when it comes to undercover police because you definitely don't want their information out there. My dad was a undercover police officer, and then he, before he retired, he started working in internal affairs. And if you don't know what internal affairs is, they are the bureau to follow cops. So he would have to drive around and follow undercovers, and he would have to drive around and follow police officers to see if they were doing dirty things, and he would make a case on those dirty cops. But I would say that their stuff should be protected. Like my dad's stuff was protected, you know what I mean? And nobody would know he was a police officer unless I said it. But he's retired now. But I think those bureaus definitely need to follow those undercover cops to make sure they're doing the right thing.
So define surveillance a little more, Taz. Because maybe I'm thinking surveillance the wrong way.
Yeah, well, just keeping track of who is who. And one of the things that we're constantly talking about, especially when we talk about the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act on the federal level, is having databases that actually keep up with cops, keep up, with incidents, keep up with things that they're doing. So some type of tracking. And so since that's not happening on the federal level, sometimes it does happen on the state or the local. Some cities, like for example in Houston, they've implemented a public database that at least keeps up with cops' prior convictions or things that you may need to know about a police officer. So this is just something that's saying, hey, if police if they are aware that the public knows who they are and what they do, and be able to say, hey, that's a good cop or a bad cop, will that help deter some of the police brutality? And so there's been some apps out there actually made by some independent folks that have put apps together that kind of keeps up with community, police, and so you have a little bit more information about them. So it's a deterrent on a larger issue of police brutality.
Yeah, I think everybody's resume should follow them, but it's not going to change nothing because that devil Derek Chauvin, who you just mentioned, that wasn't George Floyd wasn't his first incident at all. So it's not going to. I don't think it's going to deter them. The only thing that's going to deter them is them being held accountable for their actions. So we can have a record of all the dirt that they did, but if they're not being held accountable for those actions, what does it matter?
Yeah, and I agree with Charlamagne. Just not accountable as far as jail, but also accountable where they lose their benefits, lose their retirement, and then possibly can get sued from the person that they hurt or killed.
You got to get rid of qualified immunity for that.
You got to get rid of qualified immunity, right? But again, it's just like we talk about with gun control. It's a stop sign. It's still one of many things. So It's not that it will stop it and deter it completely. All of those things need to be in place, but it is one of many things. If you're being watched, typically, you may kind of watch how you do, but like to your point, Charlamagne, they have stuff on body cam and they still do what they do. But this is just one of many things that can help deter.
Not just body camera; these people are getting filmed. It's not like they're under surveillance now. We saw George Floyd, we saw Eric Garner, we've seen all of these things. You know what I mean? And it hasn't changed nothing.
I'm very careful with absolutes because I do want to say that there has been more officers arrested than ever before in the history since Trayvon Martin. Not enough, but more that have been charged and arrested, and certainly more that have ever went to jail. So I want to be careful when I say nothing, but it has been some slight change. And over 100 cities have implemented some level of police reform on the state and local level since Trayvon Martin. So there's been a little bit of change, but not enough, and certainly not enough on the federal level.
Got you. I'm for surveillance, though. I'm definitely not against it at all.
I would love to be hired to do that.
No. By the way, you do look like an undercover cop this morning. I'm not gonna lie. You look so undercover. you got a Harlem hat on with a Nipsey Hussle marathon hoodie, shades, a Prince chain,
and some Savage X Fenty underwear.
And Chanel flip flops.
We wasn't looking at the underwear. See that in the underwear. We don't want to see that. You got clothes on.
Well, I did ask. I asked about the underwear when she first came in. I was like, "What you rocking today?" She told me.
Man.
Now let's talk about Rosa Parks. What's going on with Rosa Parks in Florida?
Yeah, I can't with this one, guys. In an effort to comply with Florida's Stop Woke Act, a textbook publisher found in over 40,000 Florida schools removed references about the race of civil rights icon Rosa Parks. Now, in the original version of the lesson for the first graders, the publisher wrote that Parks was told to move from her seat because of the color of her skin. But in the second version of the Parks lesson, when they declined to mention her race was involved at all. They said that she was told to move to a different seat. She did not. She did what she believed was right. I can't. I mean, they literally just took out the color part. So in a separate instance, the same publisher also did a lesson for fourth graders on the Civil War, but failed to include that black people were being discriminated against because of black codes. So they revised it to say the Civil War lesson instead opted for using words like certain groups. Now, the New York Times put this on blast and made it a story, and as a result, the Florida Department of Education indicated that it would be impossible to teach about the significance of Rosa Parks without including her race, and they said that if they were to do that, it would not be adhering to Florida law. So the moral to the story is pay attention to what is being taught to our children, particularly in Florida with this Stop Woke Act, because these are the little things that they're changing that you may not pay attention to. And contrary to popular belief, woke actually means being alert to racial prejudice and discrimination. So stay woke, pay attention to what is happening in our school system.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to read the Rosa Parks story that don't got nothing to do with race. I need to know how they got her on the back of the bus. I need to know what is the story they're gonna tell us that made her sit in the back of the bus if it wasn't racial.
And what is this? You know, it's the they. They changed the book. They, you know, who is doing it?
White elected officials.
Okay, why don't we say that?
That's right. Call them by name. I'm with you.
And before I get out of here,
homeschool your kids, people.
Absolutely. And before I get out of here, we don't have enough time to cover it, but speaking of Florida, the Florida NAACP has issued a travel advisory telling black people not to come to Florida. So tonight on the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast, I did a 2-hour podcast explaining what that travel advisory means and some challenges that I put out there for the Florida NAACP on what they can do now to help black folks that are living under these Stop Woke Acts and history being removed in Florida and so forth.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Taz, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Absolutely.
All right.
See, I had to stay silent at points like this because the racism boils up my throat and wants to come straight out my mouth.
You can
and
say
it's
what you want to now.
No, I'm sick of white folks. It's not just this that's just happening with the books. You know, they erased our history, period. All these racist statues that's all over. And if you know anything about the Moors and our contributions to cowboys and civil rights and everything like that, they have always, this has been going on
since the beginning of time.
Yeah. And they want to rewrite everything, and the Indians will tell you that. And I'm just tired. I'm tired of.
There's nothing wrong with saying you sick and tired of white supremacy. There's nothing wrong with saying you sick and tired of racist white people.
White supremacy and racist white people. That I said it, and you truckers can hear me loud. Honk your horn now. Honk it now.
All right.
Okay, fine. I'm tapping out.
You didn't flash nobody. That's why.
All right. When we come back, DJ Drama will be joining us. His album is out tomorrow, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We have Nala hanging out with us, and we got my homie, DJ Drama. What up,
homie now?
Family.
Yo, album, I really like that.
Yeah.
Why you doing albums now, man?
It's been 7 years.
So many successful artists. You could just sit on your ass and do nothing.
Why would you want to do that?
You're right.
You know, I love this. Like, you know, I'm for the culture. Just like the title, I'm really like that. So, you know what I mean? I felt like the opportunity presented itself. I was in a new gear, you know what I mean? Ever since, like, I feel like the Tyler Call Me If You Get Lost sparked I felt reinvigorated. So,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? I ran with it and put this album together.
Great intro, too, with Tyler.
Thank you.
Because it's just bars. It's just Tyler rapping his ass off.
Yeah, no, that's what I wanted. I went to him like, yo, it's only right for you to start it off, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I gave him a can and beat. He actually was like, yo, let's you know, let me take the drums out and just go crazy. So,
you know, when you say Tyler helped revitalize your I don't want to say revitalize your career, because that don't even sound right.
Not revitalize my career, but I think he kind of, you know, in a sense, revitalized Gangsta Grills. You know what I mean? Just as far as like what was going on with mixtapes, and, you know, obviously it was a Grammy Award winning project. So, you know, I think
the Drama got a Grammy for that, by the way. Salute to John.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, he just like, he brought some life back to it, or we brought some life back to it.
You think with your mixtapes, it's not like it's the music is there, but it's got to be about the moment too. Like when you think about where Wayne was, you think about what happened with the Tyler thing. Like, is it about the moment?
I think the moment's important for sure. You know, but I think the music also like lends to the moment as well. definitely everything is about creating a moment with it. You know what I mean? Like even with where I'm at right now with this project, or even with the Juice recreations, like it was about like making a moment. You know what I mean?
Right.
Does the Juice clips, do they like correlate with the album at all, or is it just fun promo you wanted to do?
Yeah, it was just a concept I had. You know, like people who know me or through my years, I've always talked about how much of Juice was the inspiration for me to be a DJ. So, you know, we came up with the concept. I actually called Jim Jones, like, yo, I got this idea. You know what I'm saying? And Jim was like, you know, I was like, yo, you still directing videos? And he was like, you know, here and there, not really. But I ran it by him. He was like, oh, that's crazy. I ran into Omar Epps sometime in New York. I ran an idea by him, and then it just started building. And I was like, damn, what if I could really get like Raheem and Steele? Like, yo, what if I could really see if Latifah would do it? And it came together. Incredible.
How'd you get Latifah?
Yeah, what was that pitch like?
I actually reached out to Shakim, and I ran the idea by him, and you know, he ran it by Latifah, and she actually, you know, she had some interest. He was like, yo, she's definitely interested. You know, obviously she was shooting, and you know, her schedule was insane. And then we ran into each other at the Grammys, you know, for the 50th celebration of hip hop. I was part of that performance, and we were at rehearsal, and you know, I saw her during rehearsal. I was like, yo, Shakim talk to her. She was like, yeah, I'm down. You know, I explained the idea to her, and then literally we shot it like we shot her part first, and that was like 2 days after the Grammys.
Nice.
We shot in New York.
Yeah, we shot it all in New York.
It's amazing how many layers there are to Juice, right? Because, you know, that part inspired you, the DJ part, because it's really a movie about mental health and gun violence, you know, everything else. But clearly it was the DJ part that inspired you.
Yeah, I mean, that was the backdrop of the movie was, you know, Omar's character being a DJ. Yeah. Like you said, the movie is a lot more complex than that. But it's, you know, it really inspired a generation of DJs. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a bunch of us out there, or I still get messages that people say like, yo, it's because of Juice that I wanted to be a DJ. So like to be able to pay homage, and then like, you know, just, you know how it is, like I still get those moments when I'm like, yo, I'm living out my childhood dreams. Like I'm shooting videos with Queen Latifah and Omar Epps. Like who would have thunk?
Yeah, you'd be Rodamez in a remake of Juice. You wouldn't be you.
The Bishop, you know, my Bishop reenactment is kind of solid. It's kind of solid.
I was gonna ask, you know, do you ever feel like all the things that you accomplish, you don't get the accolades? Not just as a DJ, right? As a DJ, you get the accolades, of course, but as a label owner and what you provided for the industry. Like they talk about all these different labels, but a lot of times I think they forget the things that you did with Uzi and Harlow and the production that your team has put out.
Sure.
And, you know, do you ever feel like, you know, sometimes they don't necessarily, you get that respect?
I think our name could be brought up more than it is, you know, definitely from a label perspective and the success that we've had a generation now with Vert and Harlow. But, you know, I mean, like, I definitely also feel like I'm getting my flowers, and you know, a lot of things have been going amazing for me. So I don't want to just sit here and say like my name doesn't come up in conversation, but for sure, absolutely. Like, you know, I think like if we really lay it out on the table and really sit my resume down and look at the things I've done and accomplished as starting as a mixtape DJ and to where I am right now, it's like, okay, come on, don't play with me. Like, hence the title. Like, yo, I'm really like that.
What's the title? Break down the title though. It's amazing that you still have to tell people.
Yeah, and it's not, you know, it was inspired by a line in one of the records on the album, Forever. Jim Jones says, you know, I'm really like that. And I just, you know, I ad-libbed him when he said it, and it was kind of fitting, you know. And it's like, you know, there's a part of me, I guess, even like how Envy says, like, you know, where I guess there is somewhat of this like underdog position that I'm in at times, which I love because, you know, I love putting in that work. But it's like, yo, like I've been doing this 2 decades, like continuously giving incredible moments and you know, so many gems to the culture, like, you know, and we really look at my catalog and look at my resume. Like I run the gamut of hip hop from, you know, here to here, like everyone under the sun.
I saw you having a conversation with Jinx about rap's next big 3.
Right.
And you think that Generation Now has 2 of the big 3.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, absolutely.
Who would you say, like, say the names of who you think the 3 are?
Uzi and Jack.
And who else?
Oh, besides, like, it could be a lot of people. I don't know. That's not for me to say. Hopefully, I'm about to find them.
Do you think we'll even have another like big three?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know if it's possible, Drum.
How not? Like,
I feel like the game has changed so much.
We say that, but then like we look at where we are with like after Nas, Big, and Pac, and it's like you would think, or the whole generation, and then like where we with Kendrick, Drake, and Cole, like,
and Wayne Tip Jeezy, we skipped them.
Wayne Tip Jeezy, like, I mean, we could do this for days. I hate when this happens because then there's always
everybody's upset. You gotta
name somebody, and then it's
you
like,
really can't do it for days. There's always a three. It was Big J and Nas.
Okay.
Then it was Tip, Jeezy,
people
Wayne.
would be mad you didn't say Pac in that thing.
For some reason, Pac was always like the outlier. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But he was just always like the outlier.
Yeah, starting naming these names, I'm not getting myself in this pickle, but I'm sure there's going to be another big three.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just feel like the game has changed so much. Just even the way superstars are set up to be. It's like, I don't even know what makes a superstar no more, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, but at the end of the day, a superstar is still somebody who, like, if we look at the majority of these people, it still is somebody, that has a certain lyrical content and ability, like that to an elite level, and then, people who make like quality albums, like that still matters. Like, it still can happen for sure. It might take some time, but it's gonna happen.
All right, we got more with DJ Drama when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now let's stop through for a little bit. And Luenell is our guest host. And DJ Drama is here. His album comes out tomorrow. Charlamagne?
Like, I saw Uzi on something this week. Well, it might have been Fallon.
Yeah, it was Fallon.
And I was like, he looks like a star.
Yeah.
He is a star.
He is. I know, but I'm saying you don't see that as much anymore.
Yeah.
At least in rap.
With the executive hat, are you looking for lyrics in music, or is it one like these TikTok trends? Because a lot of these labels are signing these TikTok artists.
Yeah, no, that's not our thing. Like we like artists that we think are like cultural artists that want to be one of the greats and like one of the best, so obviously that talent and that ability, we look that conviction very early on. We don't follow the trends, so records aren't what we chase of like what's popping on TikTok, and then we go after, like, even if you look at those careers like of Jack and Uzi, like, we were there very early on, you know what I'm saying, and was part of the real build.
But even with that, right, you talk about Generation 9, people not putting them in the conversation. Is it because sometimes the artists don't wave the flag enough?
That could be a part of it. A lot of the flag waving is done by myself and Cannon and Lake, so that's an important key.
Should you buy him a chain?
They all have chains.
They don't. I don't ever see. I see Uzi with the Rockefeller joint on.
Yeah, I do too.
You don't say nothing about that? Like,
at this point, no.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to do what he wants to do, as he should. Look, that's the chain he wants to wear. More power to him.
Yeah.
I know the role we played.
Or
yeah.
You got two of my favorite new youngins on the project. You got Simba and La Russell, and one of my favorite records is the record with La Russell and Sci-Hi.
Yeah.
What made you grab La Russell?
We just at Generation Now, like, shout out to my A&R staff, Willie, Joe, Royce, TC, and Kenan and Blake, of course. Like, we just sit around and have rap conversations. Mm-hmm. Like, what would be dope? Like, the Russell's hard. Like, so, we went and I had found that record, Can't Believe We Made It, and I knew early on that I wanted to be an outro, and they actually presented the idea to put La Russell on, and I was like, yeah, that's fire. Mm-hmm. So, Sai is one of my favorite lyricists. And it just, I wanted, to me, it's not always about just like the A-listers or per se, like, it's just about making good records. And like, I've always wanted, what's been important in my career is being able to introduce new voices as well. Mm-hmm. And respectfully, not to say that Lil Russell doesn't already have a solid fan base, but, putting him on a project, mixing it with Wayne and 8 and Lil Baby and things like that. Like, Lil Russell's fire.
It's a different stamp.
Yeah.
And you could tell he rose to the occasion.
No, absolutely. I love how how
people were mad at you when you said that I Want to Rock.
Yeah.
Was bigger than Dreams and Nightmares, the new Philly anthem.
Yeah.
They were mad at you about that.
They were.
I don't understand why. Uzi's your artist.
Stop it.
I appreciate
Is he ever
that.
gonna say his artist is less than another artist?
You gotta still be honest.
Ask me who would win in the verses, 50 or Nas. Ask me right now. I'm gonna say 50 because that's my guy. Like I get it. I understand.
Nas your guy too. Y'all, it's all Queens. I'm surprised you even said 50 and Nas. I'm surprised you just ain't throw a South artist in there.
You said like I gotta be honest, as if there wasn't still some honesty in that. And I think again the thing people keep leaving out is I said this year. That was the key component.
See, I didn't hear that part.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody heard that. Nobody heard. I said, yo, for this year, it is the anthem. You know what I mean?
I thought you just said it was bigger than Dreams and Nightmares.
That's the only clip they took and ran with.
That's what. Thank you that we're clearing this up on the Breakfast Club. Like, yeah, I said this year. And they ran with it.
Because I was just like, Dreams and Nightmares been out for a decade.
You
and can't still hits the same.
Yeah, you can't compare that at all. You know, like, but for this moment, like for this time in the last like 6 months, like I just want to rock. It's definitely double platinum right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what's your relationship with Uzi? I know one time it was rock at one time, but I see y'all together more often.
Yeah, no, it's good. Cannon's been up here like religiously working on the Pink Tape with Vert. Mm-hmm. We in a good space. You know, he's doing his thing. You know, we've been patched it up. You know what I'm saying? Everything is kosher. So
the Nipsey feature on I'm Really Like That.
Yeah.
Was that something left over from Crenshaw? Like, where did you get that verse?
So, Nip, rest in peace. You know, when he came to Atlanta or used to come to Atlanta, he did a lot of work at Mean Street Studios at our spot, and it was a verse that, you know, he had recorded at the studio that we had.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got more laying around, or? You do realize Crenshaw is the top 5 gangster grills. Whether people recognize it as a gangster grill?
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't. I think the fact that because that's one of the tapes that exists without me on it. So like if you go to streamings, you don't hear the Gangsta Grills version. Mm-hmm. Like you hear the version without me on it, but I don't disagree with you. Like I had this argument with Beat Out all the time. He doesn't categorize it as a Gangsta Grill. I'm like, bro, you're tripping.
So what's your top 5 Gangsta Grills?
Top 5 is okay. So all right, we go.
Ain't gotta be any order.
All right, Trap or Die, Dedication.
Mm-hmm. Which one? Which
Dedication 2.
Okay.
Call Me If You Get Lost. Pharrell, In My Mind, the prequel.
Really?
Definitely. Oh yeah, the Pharrell tape.
I mean, no, it was a great tape. I'm just saying, top 5.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the 5th one, it's tough. I say Gucci the movie. Yeah.
Why Pharrell?
Because that tape inspired a generation. Like there would be no Call Me If You Get Lost if there was no Pharrell Gangsta Grills.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
The same way, like, you know, people feel or like come up to me about like the Jeezy and the Wayne tapes. There's a generation that comes up to me about how influential that Pharrell tape was to them.
Speaking of your conversation with B-Dot, I know he was talking about how there was like a down period for you. And I know, Charlamagne, you always mention like rap is no longer a young man's sport. And I just wanted to see like how you feel about that.
So you talking about when Elliot was saying that?
Yeah.
That bullshit?
What Elliot say?
Something like I fell off or something. I'm like, bro.
You know what? I hate that when people don't see you and just think that you're doing nothing.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Elliot Wilson said that.
Damn, Elliot.
Even though Uzi and Jack are on.
It's crazy. But I think, you know, I do think that hip hop is definitely a young man's sport in a way. Like
I don't think so no more.
Hold on. I think that, you know, the youth and the youth culture is still very important. But being where we are in 50 years, you know, the generation that we may be, the elder statesmen in a sense, like you can still thrive and have an incredible career and come in the game at a older age than once. You know, you once were able to, and so many artists and people examples have shown this. So, you know, I think we're at a time when like everyone can live and survive, where it's not like, oh, if you're an artist over 25 or 30, like you can't exist. Everyone can coexist now.
I think that should be the goal. Like everybody can
100%.
have a moment. That's why every day my respect grows more for the Drakes, the Kendricks, the Coles, to Futures.
Right.
Because they've been in a decade plus and still thriving.
Absolutely. I mean, I couldn't agree more. And I mean, I think that's the goal. Like when you think about it, like, you know, just those guys you mentioned, or even, you know, the ones that came before, like everybody doesn't, 10 years in hip hop is
a long time.
If you make it to 10 years, like, kudos, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's an incredible run. And so if you go past 10 years and you still matter, like, the percentage dwindles and diminishes as time goes on. Like, if we really want to do the knowledge, like, 2-3 years is what most people get. So when you come up on 10 years, 20 years and plus, like, and then you be able to reinvent yourself and go in different directions and, do television and, other ventures, like, with your brand, like, that's the amazing part about it. And we've had so many examples of that.
All right, well, don't move. We got more with DJ Drama when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. And DJ Drama is here. His album comes out tomorrow. We think about the DJ game, right? We look at it. I'm sure some of the DJs that inspired you were, whether it was the Kid Capri, the Flexes, the Greg Streets, right? And then there was an era of the Me, You, Clues, and K-Slays. And
I'm after y'all.
Yeah, after us. And then it was, whatever. So what do you think of the generation now as DJs, and what do they need to do to be that strong?
That's a great question. I think they just need to kind of like find a niche and create movements and like study what we've done, study who's come before you, and just really get to a point where, like, I think branding is very important and creating a brand. And I think sometimes what I notice about DJs sometimes, or have in times, is they try to do things a little too early, like a project or a record where they haven't so much like built their name or their brand yet, you know what I mean? But I still think there's the me's and you's of tomorrow out there, about to.
What DJs are you looking at? See, I hate the GOAT conversation. I hate when people say they're the GOAT.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is
on the DJ side.
Yeah.
Drama's the GOAT mixtape DJ.
When we did this already.
Greatest mixtape brand ever. He's not even close at this.
Kid Capri is a GOAT for what he does, for the things that he's established.
Absolutely.
I think Flex is a GOAT for what he did on radio.
Absolutely.
I think Clue is a GOAT for the things that he did. You're a GOAT for the things that you've done. But so when I hear a younger DJ talk GOAT, it feels like they haven't put in the necessary work.
I feel that.
Or the time. And I think it's a little fatty.
Got you. I do hear that a lot. Yeah, that's interesting as you say that. So, I mean, I guess first I would say, you would want someone to feel that way, or you would want to feel that way about yourself. I mean, early on saying you're a GOAT is you got to have a lot of guts to do that. But I also remember early on in my career, like, calling myself the king of this shit on early mixtapes, even before Gangsta Grills, and I was nowhere close to the king of it. So I believe in manifestation and putting things out into the universe, but it doesn't bother me. Like, if they pay homage, I respect that. If you're gonna call yourself that, at least be out there, showing love to the real GOATs, the ones, us that have really done it and gotten to where we are.
I feel like the word GOAT is kind of just played out in general, though. Like, everybody gets called GOAT. I don't even think that's really like.
Well, there could be a lot of GOATs.
Yeah.
The problem
greatest of all time.
That's the problem
like
with
you
it.
said, the 10-year mark. I feel like if you hit the
That's
10-year
right.
mark, then you're GOATed. And GOATed doesn't mean like the best. You're just like, you've reached your best level of you.
Because people forget about that acronym, the time part. If you just got in the game and you ain't got no time, you're not a GOAT. You're the greatest of all time.
That's
you got to
real.
put in the time.
That's real.
To be considered a GOAT.
But to your point of, like, you were saying on your early tapes, like, you was the king before you was even the king. I feel like today it's a lot of like faking it till you make it. Are y'all mad at that?
Hey man, we're gonna see who's here in the next 5-10 years.
That's right.
We're gonna see who really stood the test of time.
Well, let's play a
Hold on
joke
real quick.
thing.
Do you think the classic Gangsta Grill projects overshadow your albums?
Yes.
Yeah, it's tough.
Absolutely.
Because I try to listen to your albums with a different ear.
Yeah.
You can't.
And I can't.
You can't.
I mean, like I'm always comparing it to other drama projects. I don't even look at it, even though it's an album.
Right.
I'm just comparing it to Gangsta Grills. Like, this is another drama project.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that though. I mean, they're all my bodies of work, so I respect that.
You never wanted to stay with that for the albums?
Say that again?
You never wanted to call the albums, continue on that name and keep going? Because it's such, like Charlamagne said, it's...
Like what, just all make the albums Gangsta Girls?
Well, you did.
Well, I did like 2 albums that were actually called Gangsta Girls, the albums. Yeah. Then I changed it, and then I did Quality Street Music, and I did 2 of those, and then I have I'm Really Like That. But the mixtapes, like, you know, they're, again, when I do them, they're centered around one artist. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I do my album, it's in a different format in a sense. But, like, I don't, if, for instance, like, the same day my album is out right now, I'm also on Tyler the Creator's Call Me If You Get Lost Deluxe, the estate sale. So I got 2 projects out, like, and one is like in a form of, you know, various artists on my project, and the other is me talking my talk on Tyler's. But hey, I'm here for all of it, man.
Are you still doing the I heard a De La Soul Gangsta Girl?
Yeah. Talk to Pos. So it's definitely still in the works.
Did y'all record before Dave passed?
We didn't. We spoke about it on numerous occasions, and you know, rest in peace to Dave. So we didn't do any recording, but we definitely like had it in the works, and you know, have been talking about it for like over a year, really, and you know, knowing that they were coming to streaming platforms, and it was something we were gonna like start to work on, and you know, I still hopefully we do get to that project.
My last question, this is for more like younger DJs, right? Like, number one, do you feel mixtapes are still relevant to success in hip hop, or does it have to be in an album form? And if it was the mixtape, because even that phrase mixtape
it changed.
It's played out. What would a playlist, a Gangsta Girls playlist look like? Like, how do you do the drops? How do you do the voiceover? Like, what would that look like?
Like so like if it wasn't in mixtape format and it was like a playlist, you know, it'd have to be something creative like that would have that feel, you know, where I could incorporate myself into the playlist and like add the bells and the whistles and make it feel like a tape, but in a playlist format. But I think mixtapes still matter. I think that, you know, I've just recently shown and been a part of them mattering again. You know, I think the feel of a mixtape had been gone for a while because that word had gotten just like botched up with what an EP, what an album was, and people just using it. But like just with my recent run, like I did 15 mixtapes last year.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? From Cole to Jeezy to NBA Youngboy to Simba, OG, G Perico just recently, J Stone, French, Jim. I could go on for days, but I gave it that mixtape feel, you know, that had been missing. So now we're going up on streaming platforms where I'm running the music back, I'm talking how I was, and you know, it makes it that nostalgia of what a mixtape was.
All right. Well, we appreciate you for joining us.
Yeah, I really like that. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Generation Now.
And Drum, I need the key for the crib because I need a couple of cars again for the car show.
Not a problem.
Okay.
Always got
you heard that. All right. Enough said. It's DJ Drama.
Yeah.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. How many times you had to tell somebody that, Luenell? Bitch better have my money.
Over the years, a few times.
A few times. Well, we are the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Luenell is our guest host. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Ice Spice.
Rumor has it. Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right. On the Breakfast Club.
Now, Ice Spice was robbed, and the person that robbed her actually put footage of him holding the chain. Damn.
Yo, listen, man. We got Ice Spice chain, man. Stop playing with me, man. Pull up. I know where we at, man. Come to the blood of the. Come get your cheddar. Look, just put it up.
Yes, but the chain that he was holding up was one of those fake chains that you could get out the mall. It just says Queen, that everybody has one. So it was a TikTok hoax. They did it to get some followers and some likes on TikTok. Please. They really didn't steal Ice Spice's chain. And
I think you should still get a little bit of prison time for impersonating the crime. Impersonating the criminal.
Prison?
Even if you're holding a fake chain?
A little bit.
Prison?
6
Not
months.
just county?
No, I think at least you should get a little bit of time.
Prison, though?
I don't know if it's prison. Maybe county. Maybe county for 6 months.
It was a fake chain he was holding on.
30 days for impersonating the crime. Though.
I think 30
because
days.
What you do is you encourage real criminals to do stuff like that when you get online.
What
You
about
say,
community service?
Such.
No. You got to go to jail. You got to sit down for a little
Maybe
bit.
a week then. Just something. Like, there got to be some...
Okay.
Yeah, there got to be some consequences to these actions, man. You can't just get online and say, yo, I took somebody's chain. You know what I mean? That I feel like that would cause a lot more problems and encourage a lot more of that behavior. So they should get a little jab for that.
Little something.
Yeah, and Ice Spice says she never even owned the piece that, you know, it's the piece that says Queen Like you see all the kids wearing this as Queens. You can get it from the mall. Anyway. All right, now, Tory Lanez, his lawyer, files an appeal in the shooting conviction. They're saying that they're trying to appeal. Now, this is allegedly because they showed a picture of him in court, and on his chest, or on his lower chest, I should say, there is a picture of a gun. And because of the picture of a gun, they're saying that maybe the jurors swayed away because they seen a picture of him holding the gun. This is all alleged. So this is why they're saying that they're trying to file an appeal.
I don't think it had nothing to do with that. I don't think the jury was moved by that tattoo in any way, shape, or form to come to the conclusion that they came to. There was a lot more other overwhelming evidence other than that.
That tattoo, but you know, when you're trying to file an appeal, you're looking for any little reason to, you know, the judge to say that maybe it was a problem and try to retry it. So now, also Megan Thee Stallion, she's getting a warm Houston welcome from Carl Crawford. Now, you know who Carl Crawford is. He's the one that owns the company that she signed to, 1501 Certified Entertainment. And now he's doing a welcome the Queen of Hotties, Megan Thee Stallion, back to the city of Houston. She's going to be performing at the NCAA March Madness Music Festival. And it's kind of weird because, you know, they've been going through their ups and downs, and he's been very vocal about not getting along with her or Rock Nation. But it seems like he's trying to put things to the side and, you know, smooth things out. So I don't know how she's going to take towards that, but we will definitely see.
Would you accept that apology, Luenell?
Maybe. If you had a bag connected to it.
Okay.
Come on. Would you?
Probably not.
I mean,
ask me.
Would you?
Hell no.
Yeah, probably
No way.
not. Yeah, I'm not that healed yet.
No, I'm not that healed. I mean, they went back and forth for a long time.
I know.
On internet, and now we can't be friends. Nah, I don't want to be friends. I'm gonna do my recording contract, and when this contract is over, I'm gonna move on, and hopefully you move on as well. But things went too far. Too far.
You know, but it's not that you would be accepting his apology, but sometimes you have to just move along to get along. You know what I'm saying?
That's true too.
And maybe just for the while, just play the game. You know, and fine. And then when the obligations are done, they don't come mess with you no more.
Yeah, and I don't know where the beef started or why, you know, it was so much back and forth. But nah, once the business is public, there's nothing more to talk about.
I like you, Envy. You holds a grudge.
I do. I like old grudge holder.
Like the old grudge holder.
Old grudge holder.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Now, Charlamagne.
Yes.
Who you giving that donkey to?
Listen, man, we need to give donkey today this morning to the Republicans who refuse to pass common sense gun reform.
Thank you.
I got to give President Joe Biden some smoke, too, for just being cowardly on that as well. But we'll discuss.
All right. And then we got a huge announcement right after.
A big black announcement right after donkey today. A big black announcement.
Yes, it is.
All right.
I already know what it is.
We'll get to it next. It's the Breakfast Club.
I got sources.
You got sources.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Afro Nation, the world's biggest Afro Beats festival, takes place in Miami at Lone Depot Park on May 27th and May 28th with Burna Boy, Wizkid, and more. For more information, visit usa.afronation.com.
This is a miracle.
There is no question that there are problems in this country between police and community.
Yes, you are a donkey.
The latest on that police killing of a black man.
Now to new developments in the deadly spa shooting rampage.
And yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
And so we are in a state of emergency.
Okay, white supremacist violence is and always has been the number one threat to our society.
But I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
The Breakfast Club, bitch.
All right, Charlamagne, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Well, donkey today for Thursday, March 30th goes to President Joe Biden as well as the Republicans in Congress who have said in regards to gun violence, they have done all that they are willing to do. If you haven't heard, there was a mass shooting this week at a Christian elementary school in Nashville that basically a lot of folks in Washington are just shrugging their shoulders at, okay? I told you earlier this week that when you hear politicians say, this is not who we are as a country, scream out, you lie, like a horse on the side of the road, or whatever the hell Jamaicans be saying, okay, when somebody's lying. Mass shootings are the American way, all right? It's part of our culture, all right? Guns are a part of our culture. Violence is our culture, and all these old white men in Washington have accepted it, all right? This is Republican Tim Burkett of Tennessee. He was on the steps of the Capitol just hours after the shooting that killed 3 children and 3 adults in his home state, and this is what he said.
3 precious little kids lost their lives, and I believe 3 adults, I believe it's, and the shooter, of course, lost their life too. So it's a horrible, horrible situation. And We're not going to fix it. Criminals are going to be criminals. And my daddy fought in the Second World War, fought in the Pacific, fought the Japanese, and he told me, he said, buddy, he said, if somebody wants to take you out and doesn't mind losing their life, there's not a whole heck of a lot you can do about it.
We're not going to fix it. Criminals are going to be criminals. Yes, criminals are going to be criminals, but you make it easier for them to commit the kind of carnage they commit when you don't do things like pass common sense gun reform, okay? Legislation that can expand Brady background checks and ban assault weapons. Where the hell do these people's kids go to school that they are not terrified like the rest of us? Because I want my kids to go there too. And it's not just about the kids. It could be you. All right, what if somebody just rolled up to the steps of the Capitol while you was talking, Tim Burkett, and just opened fire with an AR-15? I bet you, if you lived to talk about it, you would want them to pass common sense gun reform immediately. You know people don't care about anything until it impacts them. All right? And then President Biden said this week that there's nothing else he can do without Congress. Let's listen.
I have gone the full extent of my executive authority to do on my own anything about guns. But Congress has to act. The majority of the American people think having assault weapons is bizarre. It's a crazy idea. We're against that. And so I think that Congress should be passing an assault weapons ban. So I can't do anything except plead with the Congress to act reasonably.
President Biden, that was unbelievably honest and pathetic. Okay, it's absolutely pathetic for a sitting president to just concede and say I'm powerless without Congress. Is he right? Yes. But how about call out the senators by name who won't pass common sense gun reform because they are in the pockets of gun lobbyists? Call them out. Let people know the senators who have benefited the most from NRA money. Let people know whose political campaigns have benefited from NRA dollars. Let people see the correlation between senators who oppose gun safety legislation and whose political campaigns have also benefited from NRA money. All right, there's literally a website you can go to that showed you which senators have benefited the most from NRA money, okay? Mitt Romney, Richard Burr, Roy Blunt, Tom Tills, Marco Rubio. It's like 48 of them guys, but you can go to this site and it shows how much the NRA spent on their campaigns and how many gun deaths have happened in their states, okay? I would much rather see President Biden calling them out instead of just throwing his hands up and saying, all I can do is beg them to do something. I have to plead to them to do something. It's nothing I can do without them. Of course you can't do anything without them, but at least call them out by name. Bill Cassidy, Tom Cotton, Pat Toomey, Ted Cruz, Steve Daines all received money from the NRA for their campaigns. To not call them out after another mass shooting, and not just another mass shooting of kids, is gutless. All right, CNN reported that mass shootings have gone up every year since 2013. In 2013, it was 256. In 2022, it was 646. And guess what? In 2023, the Gun Violence Archive has counted 130 mass shootings, okay? But all our elected officials, including our president, can do is nothing. All right? At the least, get angry, like Congressman Jamal Bowman was yesterday. Let's listen.
Freaking cowards. They're gutless. They're not here. I'm talking about gun violence.
School that allows teachers to carry.
Carry guns? You think more guns lead to more death? Look at the data. You're carrying the water for the gun lobby. 9-year-old children. The solution is not arming teachers. Have you ever worked in a school? Have you ever worked in a school? Have you ever worked in a school? I worked in a school for 20 years. I was a team. I was screaming before you came and interrupted me.
Drop on a clue bombs for Jamal Bowman. Be irate. You know, show some passion. I'm telling you right now, all you elected officials, eventually it will impact you. All you Republicans in Congress doing nothing about this, it's literally like driving a car with no brake pads. All right, when you drive without brake pads, you are putting you and everybody else on the road at risk, and eventually you gonna crash. Okay, this is what will happen eventually to all the elected officials who don't want to move on common sense gun reform. You will eventually be cannibalized by the same monster you're feeding. Okay? God told me to tell you that. Please let Remy Ma give the Republicans who refuse to pass common sense gun reform and President Joe Biden for not calling them out by name the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, you stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
Now can we woosah?
All right, let's woosah. Thank you for that donkey today.
Woosah. We said we had a big black announcement. Luenell got excited.
What's the big black announcement?
Hit a drum roll one time.
Big black announcement, y'all.
Now, you know the Breakfast Club has been on this radio for 13 years.
You should stick to the script. You want to do that?
Where's the script? I didn't get a script. Just say your name. I know my name. DJ MV.
It's your intro.
Bro, my intro.
Yes.
All right. What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
And I go by the name of Charlamagne the God. We are the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
13 years we've been on this radio.
Okay.
And we appreciate all our listeners out there.
That's right.
We did a little stint on TV with Revolt. Shout out to Revolt. We did Revolt for a couple of years, right?
Yes, we did.
And that ended.
Yes.
And then after that, we were looking for a place to broadcast our morning home that we felt fit us.
And you know, being that this is Breakfast Club 2.0,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Because this show has grown and evolved.
Correct.
Right? It's only right that the evolution is televised, right?
Absolutely.
The evolution will be televised.
So are you saying that the Breakfast Club each and every morning will be televised on television again?
Yes, we will.
And it will be in all the cable networks?
All across the world.
All across the country?
9 a.m. every single morning, Monday through Friday. You can listen to the Breakfast Club on our new home.
Say it again. Say it. Say it.
On BET.
That's right. Every morning you can watch the Breakfast Club on BET, Black Entertainment Television.
Starting April 17th at 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday,
Yes,
okay?
sir.
That's right. So everything you see from our interviews, the artists, the donkey of the
Our
day,
guest co-hosts
our
like
guest
Luenell.
co-hosts, and everybody will be on BET. So if you're in a place where your radio doesn't work, or maybe you're getting the kids together, you can turn on the TV and watch my handsome face or Charlamagne's ugly face, whatever it is.
First of all,
Stop
let's never
music.
forget Morris Chestnut gets confused for me. Don't you ever.
That is a damn
Don't you
lie.
ever
That only
disrespect-
happened one
don't you
time.
ever
That only
disrespect
happened one
us.
time.
Don't you ever disrespect us like that ever again.
More like Malik Yoba.
Okay. Stop.
DMX.
He ain't taller than
Joe.
one
God
of them.
damn it. As soon as you say Malik Yoba, I got to put chapter.
DMX.
See?
God damn it.
All right, but turn it back up. But that's right. Starting April 17th, 9 a.m.,
Yes.
the Breakfast Club will be on BET. So shout out to our BET family. Shout out to our iHeartMedia family. Shout out to some of the people at BET.
I mean,
that F with us hard.
It's only right?
Right.
Because, you know, when you think about cultural institutions, when you think about black cultural institutions, you think of Rap City.
Correct.
Right? You think of 106
and Park, of
So
course.
I feel like the Breakfast Club being on BET is just carrying on that tradition.
Absolutely.
You know?
And we can't wait till you guys see us. Again, that starts April 17th. Monday, April 17th. You can catch us live each and every morning on BET.
Now,
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Oh my God. I'm going to tell you something else. I feel like it's only right to open up the phones to the listeners right now because it's
Let's
because
go.
of the listeners that, you know, we get put in these great positions. I would love to know what listeners think about us being on BET.
Shout out to our family at BET. All the people that made this happen. Shout out to Connie. Come on, shout them out.
Salute to Tiff Will.
Tiff, what up, Tiff?
Williams, Connie.
Tasha.
Man, I don't know all them people, man. It'd be like 30 people.
That's
on
why I threw it to you. That's why I threw it to you because I didn't know
Why
the
would
people's
you even
names.
start
But I
that?
figure you do.
Why would you even start that, bro? I know my people. I know who I know over here.
I mean,
you know
me
what I
too.
mean? Salute to
You're gonna
Connie,
know a lot
Orlando.
more people
I said
now.
Connie. I said
Salute to
Connie already.
Tiffany Williams.
I
Salute
said,
to
we said
Tasha.
Tiff. We said Tasha.
That's
already.
all I got.
That's all we got.
But salute to everybody
Shout out to the
over
whole
there.
BET staff
Yes.
and everybody that's going to be recording and making the show special.
That's right.
We appreciate
That's
you
right.
guys.
Luenell, what do you think about us being on BET?
I think that's fantastic because you do want to sometimes move around the house and just have the TV on, be able to listen, look in, and I think that's a great thing.
Okay.
Now, I just want to tell you.
I'm glad you made the announcement with me here. Beep, beep, beep.
Now, I just want to tell you that doesn't mean Charlamagne and I are going to dress nice every day. We're still going to come in. We're still going to come in hoodies. We don't have haircuts. We're throwing a hat.
The only thing you'll hear change is you'll hear some BET shout outs every day.
Absolutely.
I mean, a lot now.
A lot, yes.
Because we are on BET.
I got to
Every
come back
morning.
now that you're going to be on TV.
We're going to have you back. You already know.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. The Breakfast Club is heading to BET each and every morning. How do you feel about that? You think it's dope? You think it's great for the culture? What are your thoughts? Call us up right now. Again, BET starting April 17th.
That's right. Monday
You'll
through
get
Friday,
to see
baby.
Charlamagne and myself, our guest hosts, our interviews, our artists, the donkeys of the day, our topics, and so much more. So we're so super duper excited about that. And yeah, we'll take your phone calls.
So good luck, guys.
800-585-1051.
For us, damn it.
And we'll take your calls when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. We'll talk about that later. But because we're going to be all entwined in BET too. So the Breakfast Club is going to be entwined in Breakfast
The
Club.
evolution will be televised.
Absolutely. So some of the stuff that you see BET doing, we're going to be a part of. We're super duper excited about
That's
that.
right.
Oh, I can't wait.
Let's go.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Bye.
Congratulations! Oh my God.
The Breakfast Club.
How are you,
I'll say
Jessica?
something.
I am well. I'm on my way to work. I listen to y'all every day. So when y'all said the news, I'm in the car screaming like it's such a good move for the culture. So I'm so proud of y'all.
So where do you work at? Can you turn on the TVs at work?
Well, I can probably. I usually watch it on the computer.
Okay.
So like I work at the same time and listen to y'all.
Well, tell everybody at work to turn BET on at 9 a.m. and y'all can all watch The Breakfast Club at 9 a.m. on your computers together as a family.
Don't tell everybody at work to do that, or all y'all gonna be in the unemployment line.
Right. Proud of y'all.
Well, thank you, Jessica. Hello, who's this?
My name is Ro.
Hey, good morning, Ro.
Peace, Ro.
Good morning, Uncle Charlie. Good morning, DJ and Good morning, Luenell.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. I just wanted to make this quick because I'm not supposed to be on the phone. But I am so happy for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Make sure you tune in every day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. on BET, starting April 17th, The Breakfast Club.
I do. I got to listen on the radio, but I press record at home.
Thank you so much, Mama.
Bye.
Thank you. Y'all have a good week.
Thanks.
Justin, what's up? Good morning.
Hey, how you guys doing, man?
How you feeling?
Good, man. I just want to say good morning to you, Charlamagne, Luenell.
Hey.
Congratulations, man. It's 10 years, man. That's a big achievement that I've been listening to you guys.
We're in our 13th year, sir. But
13 years. I've been listening to you guys for 10 years.
Yes.
And for you guys to be able to go on TV, it's amazing. I guess Charlamagne's gonna have to stop doing any butt molds. So I don't think they'll be able to allow that on TV.
Nothing stops here, bro.
The butt molds will not stop.
Nothing stop. That doesn't stop here, sir.
Luenell, you want me to stop the butt molds?
Hey.
Never.
Hey, I heard DJ Envy got at the front of his house. So when he walks out, he kind of rubs it like he's walking on the Apollo every morning.
That's a fact.
That
it's
would
for
be
good
dope.
luck.
You know what? We might put the butt mold outside the door so when artists come in, they got to rub it for luck.
Oh, my God.
Hey, there you go. Just put a piece of tape over the pole. I think that'd be a little bit too much.
What's that new song? My vagina pink and my booty hole brown or something like that?
I don't know. No, I don't see
you know that song.
Wait a minute.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That is a song. It's popping out here too.
Yeah, that ain't. I was born in the 1900s. I ain't got time for that. Salute to that person though, whoever that is.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
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 Hey, this is
Yes?
Ashley. We can't hear you. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
No, we can't hear you. Hello.
Yes, we can. Why are you playing with
messing
her?
with her, man?
I can hear myself echoing.
How are you? Good morning.
Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning. I just want to say congratulations to you guys, and I hope you do not get a new co-host because I love different people coming up there every week, and yeah.
We like the rotating guest hosts too. You know, we enjoy it.
Yeah,
new
I
energy.
don't think you guys should get another permanent person. It's it just gives stepmom vibes.
Damn.
Nobody wants.
Damn it, man.
Nobody wants to be stepmom.
Okay.
We got a bad connection, girl. Bye, girl.
No, she said she liked the rotating guest host. She just don't know if she wants somebody permanent.
No, why you hang up on that woman?
I didn't know how. I have no power to hang up on nobody. Don't play me like that.
I disagree with that though.
What's that?
I mean, I think eventually, somebody permanent has to fill
Eventually,
the seat.
but I think, for a while, we still got a lot of people that's scheduled to come up here, and we're super excited about that.
I saw your little chart. Who's your favorite? It said, who's your favorite?
Oh, for March Madness, we did the
so
bracket.
far.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who's your favorite so far, Luenell?
Me. You won't be able to tell it by today, but yeah, I had a good day yesterday.
You had a great day
and
yesterday.
the day's not over.
That's You're having a great day today, Luenell.
I'm glad to be here.
And we're happy to have you here.
Mm-hmm.
And, but we should tell them a little bit about the show that will be on BET. It's going to be at 9 a.m., right? So it's going to be the best of stuff from that morning.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So the interviews that we have on that morning, the donkey of the day from that morning, our guest co-host from that morning, the topic from that morning, that's what we'll be airing at 9 a.m. every day on BET.
Right, so you'll probably get, like you said, the artist interviews, you'll probably get the donkey, whatever topic we've been talking about, so you'll get it before anybody else, you get it before it hits the YouTube, and it'll be pretty dope, and we can't wait to see you guys and do so many, because it's not just that. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff with BET, which I think is going to be really, really great as well. So,
allegedly.
No, it's going to happen.
I mean, that's what we've been talking about.
Our team is up there, so our team's going to make it happen.
I hope so.
And be doing some coverage.
Wouldn't that be dope if the Breakfast Club hosted the BET Awards, the pre-show?
Yeah.
Let us do the pre-show.
Maybe give out some awards.
I agree with that.
I'd rather do the pre-show. I want to leave. I don't want to stay for the awards.
No,
but
we got to go on stage one time.
I'd like to do the pre-show. That'd be dope for us to do the hour. I think it's an hour-long pre-show.
An hour show, yep.
Yeah.
I do have a little beef with BET.
Uh-oh,
what
what's
is
the beef?
it?
Tell us.
The beef I have with BET is that with Comic View having been such a staple at BET for so many years and literally kept the show on the air for so many years. They don't invite any of the past hosts to come on to present an award. They don't have a comedy award show.
Wow.
They don't have anything for us to do.
Wow.
I never get to attend. I don't get to present any award.
Wow.
Laura Hayes should be there. They don't do anything from Ronaldo Ray when Ronaldo
Ray. Wow.
And I think that they really have slighted the comics that helped build the brand of the station. Sorry, BET, but that's how I feel.
Luenell, I agree with you. They should bring BET Comic View back, actually.
They should bring BET Comic View
I
back.
agree with
Connie, if you're listening, it's a great idea.
It's a fantastic
And they should
idea.
definitely at least do a retrospective.
Yeah.
And flashback.
A BET Comic View documentary.
That's right.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay, so that's all I had to say. We can not look forward to me hosting nothing at BET too. But
Damn it, man.
Anyway.
All right.
I said what I said.
But we're taking your calls, 800-585-1051. The Breakfast Club will be on BET starting April 17th. What are your thoughts? Let's talk about it. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Hey, everybody. It's DJ NV Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, Luenell is our guest host.
I am.
Now, when we start the show, we wouldn't say good morning USA, yo. We don't say good morning BT. Or do we say good morning
No,
BT?
we'll still say good morning USA, and I think we should acknowledge BET every
BET
morning.
family.
Yeah, since we're going to be on there Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. And that keeps us from having to do like, you know how they do like the silly promos and like, this is The Breakfast Club on BET. It's like, nah, it's all encompassing.
It's all natural.
It's all, let's just keep it organic.
Do y'all get more money for that?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bump.
Yeah.
Little bump.
Yeah.
Something to donate to charity.
Okay. I have a charity.
It's true.
Jesus Christ. It's good. We all right. Hello, who's this?
We all right.
Oh my God! I'm so.
You didn't win nothing, girl.
Hey, Jay.
I know I didn't win, girl. I'm just so excited. I've been trying to call in forever.
You made it.
Jay,
Yes! Oh my God!
we on BET, Jay. We on BET.
I'm so happy for y'all.
Yeah,
Thank
you'll be
you,
able
Mama.
to see him.
Deserve it.
Yes.
Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Tune in. Where you be
I
at
will be
9
there
a.m.?
tuning in Wednesday. Every Wednesday, I will be there tuning in.
So why
That's my off
Wednesday?
day.
Yeah, why not Monday,
That's
Tuesday,
my off
Thursday,
day.
and Friday? Oh, that's your off day.
That's my all day. So I'm gonna be tuning in every Wednesday at 9 a.m.
Now,
Gotcha.
Jay, let me ask you a real question. Besides Luenell, who is your guest co-host?
Your favorite guest co-host?
I would have to say Ray J because he is the funniest. He has zero common sense.
Well, I'm telling you right now, Ray J is the most unserious person that you could have said.
I can't take Ray
He
J.
is so funny. I like him. He's funny.
For a full week, I'd have to take pills for a full week.
I love Ray J.
Like a day, I could take Ray J. 2, yes, but for 5 days, he was driving me crazy.
I love Ray J.
Yeah, he's something. I love Ray J though.
But I can tell you right now, Ray J will be a guest co-host.
Yeah, he'll be a guest co-host.
He would not be permanent. Now, we might have a Ray J podcast, another radio show, but he would not be the permanent co-host here on Breakfast.
Yeah, I came in one day, he had his shirt off. I came in one day, he had his shoes. I was like, nah, I can't. Ray J's be talking in circles sometimes. He be confusing me sometimes.
I think I should be y'all co-host.
Okay, do a break right now. Go.
I don't
you're
know.
fired.
I can't put you on the spot.
Girl, that's what radio is.
That's exactly what it is. On the spot. Have a nice day, man.
Have a good one. You gave her a shot.
Definitely gave her a shot.
Sam, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Hi, this is Samantha from Boston.
Boston.
I'm just calling to say congratulations on the BET. I couldn't wait till y'all came to TV, so congratulations.
Thank you very much. Sam. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Tune in to BET.
Oh, I got to record it on my calendar. I'm waiting.
Now, Sam, I got to ask you, besides Luenell, who's your favorite guest co-host?
Jess Hilarious. Oh, my God.
Jess Hilarious.
Good sister Jess Hilarious.
Okay. Thank you, Sam.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And if you don't know, we did like a bracket, like a morning show bracket. Like, you know how they do the basketball brackets? We did a morning show bracket, and we're going to be moving people left and right. And you know, what you guys feel was great and not great. So definitely click on to the Breakfast Club page. That's at Breakfast Club AM and follow that bracket. Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Sonny.
Sonny, what's up, bro?
Hey, how y'all doing, man? It's nice to talk to y'all.
Good morning. Nice talking to you, too. You see we doing BET starting April 17. What's your thoughts, brother?
Man, big moves. I want to congratulate y'all. I really feel like it's taking me back to the 106 and Park vibes because, you know, that's like my era. Mm-hmm. So I feel like out of this, something big gonna happen. Like, it feels like I'm going on another journey, you know what I mean, with the culture. You feel me? Like, y'all are big players in this, man, and I feel like this big moves, man. I just want to congratulate y'all.
Thank you, brother. I feel that too, man. You know, BET has been the home of black cultural institutions. You know what I'm saying? Rap City, you know, 106 in Park. You remember Planet Groove, Comic View, like Luenell said, Cedar's World, like all of
BET After Dark.
BET After Dark, you know what I mean? BET Uncut. You know what I'm saying? Like BET News when they used to have Ed Gordon and Jackie Reed and all of them.
What was
like,
the college thing when they used to go to the HBCU?
College Hill. That's
yeah.
back. That's back now. But I mean, there's been so many, you know, black cultural institutions that have come from BET. So I feel like Breakfast Club being the black cultural institution that we are and have been over the past decade, it's only right. This partnership just makes too much sense. You know?
Yeah, I'll hold that chain for you, Charlamagne.
Yes, Lord.
Man, this ain't worth nothing.
But you know what? We're excited about that because not only are we going to do, you know, celebrity news and have celebrities, you know, Charlamagne will be able to talk about mental health. I'll be able to talk about, financial freedom and generational wealth, and we'll have your favorite celebrities up there, and we'll be talking about things that really, you know, focus on our community, whether it's gun laws, whether it's, you know, Charlamagne and I talking about colonoscopies and make sure we get checked as black men and women that get checked for mammograms and all that. We're going to be talking about everything, so it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of seriousness.
We doing what we do. The beauty of it is BET is just magnifying the platform even more. You know what I mean? Breakfast Club is already in 90 plus markets across the country.
133 markets, sir.
No.
133 stations.
Oh, stations, but 91 markets.
Right.
Yeah. And so, you know, we're on that platform, and it's just like now BET is just magnifying that.
Correct.
Even more. You know what I mean? So it's like the messages we're already putting out there, this is just another platform to magnify them even more, and we thank God for it all.
That's right. Dre, what up, Dre?
Yo, what's good, MV? Uncle Charlotte. Good morning, Queen Luenell.
Good morning.
Honestly, I'm hyped about y'all on BET. I ain't have a reason to watch BET in a long, long time. I'm talking about like since 106 in Park days. But now I finally got a reason to put BET back on the TV thanks to y'all. So I'm really excited about this endeavor for y'all. I'm hyped.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate that, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
Every day, man, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m., The Breakfast Club on BET, man. Starting April 17th. I cannot wait.
I have a Ray J story.
Ooh, tell us.
Oh, no, don't tell us now. Tell us when we come back.
Okay.
Because we got a rumor report coming back.
That's right.
And the rumor report, you're going to tell us this Ray J story. How good is it?
It's not that good.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
You wouldn't be volunteering it if it wasn't good.
Luenell got a Ray J story. We got more rumors, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Congratulations! Oh my God.
The Breakfast Club.
Years ago. And I must say, that little Ray J, he got something in his eyes. And when he look at you, if you're a woman like me, he do have some kind of quality in his eyes that make you just want to like pull your clothes off.
Did he hit?
No, he didn't hit.
Oh, okay.
But he could. He still can.
Does he know that?
No, he don't care.
If this story didn't end, if it didn't end in y'all having sex, Luenell.
Well, it's not over.
Oh, okay.
It's never over till it's over.
Oh, you mean?
I mean, it's not over yet.
I ain't had sex with him yet.
I thought you had more to the story.
I'm in Vegas every weekend. Anything can pop off.
He does live in Vegas.
He does live
so
in
basically, Luenell just solicited for Ray J to hit.
That's right.
But he's back. He's married now, Luenell. He's back with Princess
Married,
Love.
not buried.
Boy, I tell you something.
I guess
black men don't cheat.
Oh,
Luenell.
like that ain't the most stable relationship in the world.
Oh God, black men don't cheat, Luenell.
Where did that come from?
Black men not cheating?
No, okay, no. Say a lot of black men don't cheat. Say most black men don't cheat.
Nope.
Say some black men don't cheat.
Nope.
It has been documented that black men cheat.
Nope, black men don't cheat. It means that
oh yeah, it means something,
black
but
boys,
it don't
black
mean
boys.
that.
That's right, black boys
But
cheat.
when you grow up,
black men don't cheat.
Correct.
Black men cheat too.
And also, it's a statement, right? It's like saying black men don't cheat.
Yeah, but it's a lie.
No, because I'm telling black men don't cheat.
No, I'm a woman. I know it's a lie.
Black men don't cheat.
Black men cheat.
But black men, don't cheat.
No, black men do.
No, I'm encouraging black men to not cheat.
No, say that. We encourage black men not to cheat. Black men cheat like an MF. I can't even say it.
Jesus Christ.
What?
All right. Well,
okay. Well,
Eva. You know Eva from Real Housewives. Well,
yeah, my girl.
That's
Eva
right.
Wood.
Well, she announced that she is
over.
filing divorce with her husband, but he said he is ready to fight to save their marriage.
I know he is. Who want to let Eva go?
He says, I'm not going to lose my wife. I'm going to fight for her with every fiber in my being.
I don't want them to break up.
I love her, and I plan to show her how much I love her, and that our love is strong enough to get to the other side.
I respect that.
I'm not going to lose my wife. I'm going to win her back.
I love it. Do
As he
what
should.
you got to do,
As
like
he should.
Sterling, because they seemed very happy, you know. But you never know what happens when they close the doors. And if he says he's willing to do everything, then maybe he was slacking on doing something. And then when you, like I said yesterday, when you play a boss every day, it's hard to come home and not be that same boss.
That's not what you
sometimes.
said. What you said was Eva plays a pimp, and that her husband should have fell in line and been one of her hoes. That's what you said.
That is not what I said.
That's
You can
exactly what
rewind
you
the
said.
tape. Don't do me.
Exactly what you
Don't
said.
do me. Don't
That's
do
what
me.
she
That's
said.
not what I said. I said that she has a very pimpish role on that show, and that maybe sometimes you can't always release a character that you play when you come home. And maybe she been bossing people around and slapping people around on the show, and she come home and had to be all passive aggressive and stuff. And maybe it didn't work like that.
So are you saying that her husband should have let her beat on him at home?
No, anybody said that she beat on him.
You just said that.
I didn't say that.
You did, Luenell.
I did not, Charlamagne.
Let me see what's in that vape, man.
Oh, look, you've been wanting to hit this vape for 2 days. Just say it. I'll give you one. But I got plenty. But no, I just think that I would like to see them stick together. They got great kids. And, you know, they look like I had a beautiful wife. But now, if you look at them, Eva very bohemian. You know, she done went into this whole, you know, dreadlock thing.
I can't wait for y'all to see this on BET and
That's my girl.
VH1
I
every
love
morning.
Eva.
So go ahead, she's bohemian.
And she very bohemian.
Let me Google
and he
that.
very you know, polished up and stuff like that. And so even from Inglewood, she about that life.
Okay.
I love Eva, the diva.
Okay.
Bohemian, a socially unconventional person, especially one who is involved in the
Unconventional.
arts.
That's
okay.
right.
Okay.
You didn't know what bohemian meant?
I did,
you
but I
sure is
didn't.
throwing out all these big words all the time, Charlamagne.
I didn't know
And you
what
don't
it
know
was
what
either.
bohemian
I
meant.
did, but I
done woke
didn't.
up now. Y'all done woke up, poked the cocaine bear.
I ain't gonna lie.
And it was not cocaine, it's weed, by the way.
I thought bohemian. I thought it was somebody from like Bahamas or something. Didn't you think that?
No.
That's
Bohemian.
bohemian. It's bohemian.
Well, you just don't care about Hampton. You just are determined to make Hampton University look bad every day of your life.
I didn't know. I said I didn't know.
If I didn't know Thea, I would really be questioning Hampton, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Watch your mouth.
How many times you want to punch him in a week? And they just tell me.
Every day.
I know.
Numerous times a day.
Y'all is like dysfunctional marriage relationship, and that's what the people need to see on BET. And
VH1.
BET Plus. And what's that?
VH1.
Lube? What,
No, I was
what's
gonna show
that,
you
lube?
this. This is
Is it lube?
No, this is.
Is it lube?
It's
I need
THC too, but you put it under your tongue.
And how you gonna make fun of me when you had to Google it? You didn't know what it meant.
He's still on that. Bohemian.
Yeah.
He gonna make fun of me, but he had to Google it.
Let me try some of that stuff under my tongue.
Oh my goodness!
What it supposed to do
As
to
they
me?
passing the drugs around.
Gonna do exactly what
Bring
the
me
vape
that.
doing.
What
All right.
it supposed to do?
That is your rumor
It's gonna
report.
do exactly what the
When we
vape
come
doing.
back, we
I'm
got the
doing
People's
drugs on the
Choice
breakfast
mix.
club, y'all.
I just want to shout you guys out. May 20th.
That is
Of course, I'm gonna
plant-based
be
medicine.
in
Is
Memphis
this a tendenture?
for my
It's
car
plant-based
show as they
medicine.
pass these drugs around. I
What
don't want to be
supposed to
part
do?
of it. Matter of
Let
fact,
me put some under your tongue,
I'm
Envy.
snitching. No, you're putting it on my tongue.
Just because your wife listens.
Hold on now.
You know you
Do
want
the right
me to.
dosage
Nope,
now.
ain't nothing under my tongue.
What is it? How much you supposed to do?
Half.
Oh my goodness!
Does it have a flavor?
I don't know what it tastes like.
Luenell about to pass out. We about to. Oh my
She
goodness!
getting on the flight, she gonna be good.
Oh goodness!
I ain't flying the planes. I'm in first class. First class. It
Plant-based
tastes like.
medicine.
All right,
Thank
What's it supposed to do to me?
we gonna see in a second.
It's the same thing the vape doing, Luenell.
They make me want to take my clothes off.
No, well, it's about time for you to go.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. We'll be back.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Check out the new movie Spinning Gold. The true story behind Casablanca Records, the most successful independent record label ever that gave us artists like Gladys Knight, Bill Withers, and Kiss. It's the greatest story never told with an unbelievable soundtrack. See it in theaters, Spinning Gold, March 31st. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Luenell is here. Now, Luenell, you got a lot going on. This is your last day, so tell everybody what you got going on.
Well, today, in about a little bit. You can see me on the Sherry Shepherd Show.
Hey.
Shout out to Sherry Shepherd. Then I'll be hopping on a plane and flying to Arlington, Texas, to perform at the Arlington Improv tonight. Tomorrow night, 2 shows. Saturday night, 2 shows. Sunday morning, before Kanye's Sunday service, I'm going to be out of Texas and go back to Vegas, where I'll be at the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club on Sunday and Monday. My residency out there, I'll be there every Sunday and Monday indefinitely. And then I get to go home and see my daughter, and we do it all over again. My Netflix special, produced by Dave Chappelle. I haven't picked a name for it yet, though. It's now been slated to film in Oakland, California, probably at Yoshi's in Jack London Square. I think it's going to be, I thought it was in April yesterday, I said, but it's really going to be in, not May, June. Going to be in June. I want it to be tomorrow, but hey, I'm going to do whatever Dave says. And you can follow me on Instagram at Luenell, at Luenell. Don't forget to subscribe to my OnlyFans, Luenell Official.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all go catch Luenell. I'm going to either come to the taping of the special or I'm going to come see you in Vegas.
I'm going to hold you to that.
I'm saying it to
awesome.
the world.
And Envy, when you and wifey decide to have your wild weekend, put them 6 kids in home for the weekend.
No. We're gonna head out to Vegas. I think around anniversary time. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna see. We're gonna come see you. We're gonna go see Usher.
That's what I'm gonna do.
And then we're gonna make a weekend out of it.
I was just at that Usher show last 2 weekends ago.
Yeah,
it was amazing. No, we went on a Wednesday actually, and don't forget my days are Sunday and Monday. So if you have to fly back to here on Sunday, you're gonna miss me.
No. Well,
make it a 3-day weekend.
Yeah, I could broadcast from Vegas. We got a station out in Vegas that I can go there and broadcast.
That part.
Yeah, so we're gonna head out there. I wanted to go during May, which is our anniversary, but he's not performing in May. He's performing, I think, in June.
Yeah, him and Bruno share the same stage actually, and they alternate in and out. Just once again, before I get out of here, congratulations on the big move. I think that's a great thing. You deserve to be seen. We like to look at y'all. Even Charlamagne, little stone face.
And Morris Chestnut.
That's definitely not no damn Morris Chestnut.
No, Malik Gilbert, and you're a little dry around the edges of them lips over there. So, that's what's up with me. That's what's up with you guys. I've had a great 2 days.
When you coming back, Luenell?
Whenever y'all want me to. Okay? All right.
Thank you.
Easy breezy.
And when we come back, we got the positive notice, The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Again, we just want to shout out to our BET. We partnered with BET, VH1, and BET Plus. The Breakfast Club will be on every day starting Monday, April 17th. So not only can you listen to us, you can actually see us on BET as well in VH1. So shout out to our partners at BET. We appreciate you guys, and thanks for believing.
That's right. And I want to tell y'all, make sure to go get your tickets for the first ever Black Effect Podcast Festival happening Saturday, April 22nd in Atlanta at Pullman Yard. Some of your favorite podcasts going to be on that stage live. 85 South Show, Reasonably Shady, Big Facts Podcast, Horrible Decisions. It's hosted by me and the good sister Jess Hilarious. So go get your tickets at eventbrite.com right now and go to blackeffect.com for more information. Okay? Now the positive note is simply this. Happiness cannot be traveled to. It can't be owned, earned, worn, or consumed. Happiness is the spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude and plant-based medicine.
Yes. Did you know that cocaine is plant-based? It's vegan.
It is.
Yeah, it's
but
vegan.
But when they put that cut on it and that other stuff, that fentanyl,
I don't know. I haven't messed around in years. I would never.
That's good.
You can look at me. You can look at me and tell I'm not into cocaine. I like pork chops. I like pork. Period. It's other white meat.
Goodness gracious! All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Breakfast Club, bitches.
Y'all finished or y'all done?